What's up YouTube? Jason here with Byte My Bits. Today I'm bringing to you kind of a vlog style, I want to say a channel update on me, the channel, life, everything kind of going on with me right now, some future plans and some ambitions that I have for this channel. Alrighty, so to start today's video off, I want to go into, yes, I have not really released very many videos as of late. There's a few good reasons for that, but in the end, the end result's the same. I haven't really released a whole lot of videos. I do have a lot planned, but I've been a little slow of getting those videos cranked out. And let me tell you why. First of all, the biggest thing that has been in the last couple weeks is I went to the river, had a good time, ended up getting a fungal infection in my ear that was misdiagnosed as a bacteria infection, and pretty much suffered through that for like a little bit over a week, and then went to an ear specialist, and he put some, I want to say some like blue Smurf goop in my ear. Kind of gross, but that in combination with a new round of drugs to fight it, everything's getting better now. I still can't hear though, so it still kind of sucks. But because of that, I really did not even want to get out of bed for the most part. I mean, the ear infection's so deep that, it was hurting the jaw. It's a very bad thing, and it lasted for a long time. So that really did kind of limit my ability to make videos, or have the, not really limit the ability to make them, but the ambition to make them. So I do apologize for that. The second thing that's been kind of going on for me is when I got into YouTube last year, has it been 2 years? No, I think it was last year, maybe the end of the year before last year. I knew it was going to cost me some money to get into it. That's the camera, the microphones that I have, the equipment, the cables, everything. It's definitely an expensive adventure to do that, to get into that and try to produce quality content. And I knew that going in. And I also knew going in that this isn't like a get-rich thing. I'm not going to, retire off of YouTube. I'm not going to make $1 million. I'm not PewDiePie. I just wanted to get some stuff out there that I was really, really passionate about. And I wasn't finding the resources for things that I was trying to do for my own personal hobbies from a technical standpoint, like, Plex servers and, some installations on things. And, I just wasn't really finding the resources. So, that in combination with just being excited about being able to share some news and do some things that I wanted to do, like projects, and then just film them and put them online, that's kind of why I got into it. Again, though, I knew going in it was going to cost me some money, and I knew that I wasn't probably going to make that money back for a very long time if I was lucky. So the reason of that story, or that what I said there, is going into this, when I purchased the equipment, like the camera and the microphone, stuff like that, I knew that I would have to do something on the side to help offset the cost of that equipment purchase, pay that off, or make up for the money that I spent on that, so I wasn't running in the red. So I started picking up doing weddings on the side. So it's been kind of a side business for me. I've been working with a company, basically hired on as an employee. So it's like a second job for me. And what that does is like, for instance, July, I have 3 weddings to do in July, and that's basically all day Saturday, 8 to 12 hours on a Saturday. And then the editing for that can be, depending on, how complicated it is, it can be anywhere between 16 to 20 plus hours worth of editing. So that takes up, basically my Monday nights are what I use for YouTube news. That gets released on Tuesday in the afternoon. So I do the weddings on Saturday. I usually edit on Sunday as much as I can. Then Mondays are taken up. Then usually a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, I'll try to edit some more. The end of the week, I'm usually just hanging out with my wife. And then the next weekend, it starts all over again. So I kind of start to get, I want to say, piled up, with videos that need to be edited for clients who want their videos. And in between all of this and the busy season, which is the summer, I have to find a time frame that I can allocate specifically to creating a YouTube video. And, that kind of sucks because there's some videos that I want to do that you can't just allocate 4 hours to. It's something that, is going to take time to, either learn or to walk through the process, or to, to troubleshoot, basically test things out to accurately make a video that I want to do. And you can't really rush that. If you rush that, you don't get the results that you want. You don't get the results that you need, and it's just not a quality video. So I choose not to make some videos that require a lot of time, even though I'm really kind of excited about those. So right now, I am pushing almost 20,000 subscribers. That's a huge number for me. Now I know in the YouTube community, 20,000 subscribers, not really that big of a deal. You know, you look at like Jerry from Barnacles or Jace 2 Cents, or, you know, go all the way up there to like Linus. You know, we're talking anywhere from 700,000 to 3 million subscribers, and 20,000 is literally what they earn in probably less than a week. I get that, but for me, 20,000 is a huge number, and I am so appreciative to all of my subscribers. You know, all of them coming from various videos, whether it's, you know, my random news that I put out, or the Plex walkthroughs or tutorials that I put out. You know, whatever brought them in and kept them here. I appreciate everybody, and I thank all of you for watching my videos and sticking with me and, you know, being here as my channel grows. So I definitely appreciate that. But back to the 20,000 thing, that is a huge number for me, and I want to try to do a big video that kind of brings in that celebration of what I consider, you know, being more and more successful in my YouTube adventure, so to speak. Okay, so back to this video. This video, I'm spending some money on. You know, and I'm considering this a big video for me because I feel like it's going to be a popular or a much wanted video for a lot of not only existing but new viewers to my channel. I feel like it's going to be an amazing video. I hope so. I'm putting a lot of work into it, but more importantly, I'm putting a lot of money into it. I don't know if you guys have noticed that often, but I did start a Patreon account to allow a few people out there, if they wanted to donate $1 or whatever every month to help support my channel growth. Now, the thing is I'm not shoving that down anybody's throat. I'm not begging people for money. I'm not trying to force people to, you know, feel guilty or something, or give me money just because I put out some videos. No, nothing like that. Basically, I created that Patreon with this big video in mind. Believe it or not, I've been planning this video for a long time, but I've been waiting for a few things to do it, like a big number, but I've been waiting for this video for a long time. So I created that Patreon account to help offset the cost of purchasing the stuff that I need for this big video. I think I've spent so far, I think I'm pushing $550, almost $600, maybe more. I don't know. I can't remember, but I have purchased a lot of stuff to review and test to make this video. And that Patreon account that I created so far, I have saved up, and I've never withdrawn from it. I set it and forget it. You know, I said, this money doesn't exist. I'm just getting these donations to my account every month, and I'm saving it up. And so far I've gotten like $90. So that $90 has helped me tremendously. It's paid for, you know, at least probably one of the devices that I'm purchasing for this big video. So I love everybody that actually helped and donated to that Patreon account. I definitely appreciate you and everything that you do. That's a huge bonus to me. It's helping offset some of the cost. The other money that I needed to make this video, I am actually going to sell my Vive. So, you know, I bought the Vive. I'm super excited. I love playing it. It changed, you know, my view on gaming, you know, completely. I mean, it was mind-blowing to play the HTC Vive. You know, sure, it has some caveats to it, but man, it is a mind-boggling experience. And I think, again, everybody should experience the virtual reality, you know, thing. I mean, it's an amazing thing. But it really boils down to me not A, having the time, B, not really having the audience. I don't think a lot of my audience cares too much about, you know, gameplay or live streaming or anything like that, you know, from what I can tell. And in the end, that's essentially $800 some worth of hardware that is devaluing as we speak, not being put to 100% use. And even though I love to play it every once in a while, I want to be able to fund more stuff on this channel, like my big videos, and I want to be able to put out the content that people want to see for my subscribers. So I would love to hang on to the Vive, but I think it's going to be more worth to my subscribers if I just sell that and use those funds to pay for, you know, this big video and some other videos that I'm doing. So now the big video that I mentioned, you know, that's the $500-600 that I spent on hardware. It is going to be a great video, but another part of that with the same hardware is I bought the NVIDIA Shield. I cannot tell you how many people I've had sending me emails and messages and asking me. I've had a few people on Twitter, but not a lot of people follow me on Twitter, but I've had a lot of people just email me and message me and ask me about the NVIDIA Shield and its ability to act as a Plex server. So I'm going to dive into that. I'm going to figure out what's up with the NVIDIA Shield. In fact, I'm probably going to do that first, because the big video that I have is actually going to be waiting until probably after August 7th, when one of the items that I purchased will be in stock. So I have to wait for that. So the NVIDIA Shield is probably going to be my first video when I get that. Again, heavily requested, cost a little bit of money, and the worst part of that whole NVIDIA Shield thing is that's $250, with the Shield and the remote for a device that I just don't need. I have absolutely no use for, which is why I didn't really buy it in the first place, not having the funds or whatever. I mean, it's just kind of like, I don't need that. So, and I can't get a hold of anybody at NVIDIA to let me borrow a unit or anything. So it took me a little bit of time to get where I am to where I can, purchase that and kind of reallocate some funds, like from the Vive and some other stuff. So that's going to be an exciting video for me. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to get that pumped out probably, hopefully, in the next 2 to 2.5 weeks. That's my goal. That's my hope that I want to do, is to get that video pumped out in 2 to 2.5 weeks, if not sooner. Depends on when I get it, and depends on how much time I have. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed already, definitely subscribe. I want to get that video pumped out for you. What else? Oh, so for the news, I've been trying to find a way to cut down the time needed to do the news every week, and I've been kind of stuck in this thing where, really, 500 to 1,000 people actually watch the news, which is a decent amount, I guess. But, in the end, it's like one of those things. It's like if I dedicate an entire Monday night to creating the news, which is basically what it takes almost, with the exception of maybe 2 hours at the end of the night sometimes, that is a large amount of time that I could have spent editing wedding videos. That is going to be, making me, my money on the side for basically my second job. So I am trying to get those pumped out, but at the moment, right now, with it being in basically the heavy season for weddings, because everybody gets, married in the summer, it seems. But being in the heavy season for me, I'm going to try everything I can to get, a weekly basis and get that pumped out. But as bad as it might sound, right now, the weekly news video, it's almost like, I'm going to say it like a lower priority, not a low priority, but a lower priority than, let's say something that's going to make me, cold hard cash and allow me to move to the next one. My last wedding I did, literally last weekend, I hit it hard, right? I got it pumped out and finished by Wednesday. Okay, so that was awesome. I have another wedding that I actually have to do in, 2 hours. Then next weekend I have another wedding. Then after that I have another wedding. So, if I don't get these cranked out basically and finished in time, I'm going to be piled up. And then I'm never going to be able to recover. Well, I will be able to recover at some point. But I'm basically going to be piled up. I'm not going to be able to get the edited finished product to my clients within a reasonable time frame. And that's going to look bad on me and my second employer now. So that's where I am right now. Again, I'm going to try to get them all cranked out every week. And I'm going to try to do what I can to find the stories, talk about them, get them edited, and get them uploaded in one night, and still have some time, hopefully 2, 3, 4 hours to edit on a wedding video. But just in case you guys noticed that I did not release a news video in one particular Tuesday, that's probably why, at least during the summer. That's probably why. This last video, I did not release one because, again, I had this ear infection thing. It was driving me up the wall. I was laying in bed, and no, I take that back. I was not laying in bed. I wanted to lay in bed, but I was editing that freaking wedding video. And, the funny thing about editing a wedding video when your head is throbbing with pain is that you do not focus on detail. So when I edited that video, I had to go back 3 or 4 times to look at things that I was editing, and just noticing that it just looked like crap, and I had to fix my edit because I was just trying to get through it. I was trying to get it done, and I wasn't really paying attention to detail and making it right. So, it's kind of a pain in the ass when you have to go back and redo something 3 or 4 times just to get it right, because, when you did it the first 3 times, you were in so much pain that you just didn't really want to focus on anything. So kind of an interesting little thing there. But, again, I apologize for that. Anyone who looks forward to those every week, I do apologize. And I will try to get those out every week from now on as much as I can. But if I do miss those, just know it's just because I'm busy. I'm trying to fund this channel. There are some things that I need to buy on top of, this recent purchase of equipment. I have other videos planned. I don't want to say too much, but all of this takes money. And I don't really make that much money from YouTube. I mean, this is definitely YouTube. A YouTube channel for me has been a huge money pit. And I know that, my wife knows that, I know that, equipment's expensive, stuff is expensive, computers are expensive. I mean, everything's just expensive, and I know this. So that's why I picked up this wedding thing, and that's why I started the Patreon, and basically everything I can to help offset that, because, I don't mind, throwing up a Patreon link, but I'm not going to sit here and beg for money, and I don't want you to take this. Like, don't go donate to Patreon right now. I'm just telling you my story, but I don't mind setting that up, and if people are wanting to do that, then they have the ability to, I'm not going to restrict them but I'm not going to beg for money, and I don't expect that. And kind of in a weird way, I don't even feel like I deserve that right now. I'm still in my infancy of my channel, less than 20,000 subscribers. I don't really deserve to have people donating to me. I'm still climbing my way up through the ranks of YouTube to become a actual YouTube channel, and I understand that. That's why I'm picking up weddings. That's why I'm doing what I can on the side in order to fund with this equipment that I need, in order to buy things for, the videos that I want to produce, in order to make that content that hopefully I can use to actually be a respectable YouTube channel. So, that's my goal. And whatever that costs me, no matter how much in the red I am, it's fun. This is a very passionate thing for me. And, I enjoy this ride. And 20,000 subscribers, that's like my payoff. It's like 20,000 is it. My next big number is 50,000. And that's going to take me probably another 3 years. But, that's okay, because 50,000 is going to be, it's going to be huge. I mean, of course, 30 and 40 years, they're going to be big numbers too. But, 50,000, that's going to be I feel like at 50,000, I'm starting to become a channel, like an actual, like possibly talked about channel. Of course, I'm not really a real channel until I get probably 100,000 and I actually get a YouTube play button, so, I'm still really not a channel till 100,000, but these little baby steps along the way definitely helps keep me going, and it helps me rationalize the ridiculous purchases. Like I got to replace this tripod, I mean, this tripod, it's just like, if I angle it just a little bit, it just like keeps going. It's a piece of junk. I got it for free. I looked at them, and they're, good ones are like $300-400. I think I found a couple decent ones for a couple $100. But, it's just shit like that you have to think about, and you deal with what you have until you can afford what you want. So anyways, guys, thanks for sticking with me. Again, I really appreciate every single one of you. I'm almost up there to 20,000 subscribers. I have a big video planned that I have had planned for a long time. And thank you to every single person on Patreon who donated even a single dollar to me. It is people like you who, have just given me the chance to, buy this equipment and buy the things that I need for YouTube to make other videos like this big video coming up. And I really appreciate, your generosity and sticking with me and all that. So definitely thank you. Everybody, Patreons, all my subscribers, everybody. I can't appreciate you enough. Yeah, I hope you enjoy this big video coming up. I really do. There's that thing, it's called the YouTube curse, and I hate the YouTube curse. I absolutely hate it. The YouTube curse is when you put a lot of effort into a video and you think it's going to go, maybe viral is a little bit too absurd, but let's just say that's your mentality. You're like, oh, this is going to be the most popular video on YouTube or whatever, or on my channel, and everybody's going to love it, and then no one cares. That's the YouTube curse, because that's the one you put all the effort into. That's the one you got all excited about. That's the one you put all the time into, and it turns out to just kind of be a dud, and no one cared. So I hope this video will not be the YouTube curse. But the other part of the YouTube curse is videos that you just pump out just randomly, and you don't really put, very much thought into. And next thing you know, the thing blows up, and you get, 500,000 views. Like on my channel, my most viewed is not a Sim City. What is it? city skyline video. Just a random video that I made about playing a city skyline and getting to 1 million, population. I just made this. I was playing the game. I was just doing this kind of, thing. Just I don't think that was a testing one. I think I was just playing it, cheating my way through it just for kicks, just to see what the game could handle. That was it. It wasn't even a legitimate gameplay. It was cheating. But I just wanted to see what the limits of the game were. That's the only reason why I did it. I wanted to see what the game could handle. That was it. Made the video, sped it up, uploaded it. It's almost 500,000 views. I mean, really? Really? 500,000 views from that. It was crap. Did not put a second thought into that video. So that's the YouTube curse. You get excited about one video, it flops. You don't give a shit about another one, it goes half viral. Now, I know 500,000 is not really viral, but for me, it's viral. I mean, that's a significant portion of my YouTube videos' views, and I didn't give a shit about it. Again, guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate every single one of you. Like and subscribe below if you want to catch that video, the big video that I have coming up. Definitely make sure that you're subscribed to my YouTube channel. Again, I definitely appreciate everybody. I can't wait to make this video. I know it's going to be pushing into August before I can have that completed, but hopefully by the time I get the equipment or the products that I ordered, I will at that time hopefully have the freedom to do the test and the things that I need to do for this big video. So that'll allow me to kind of take my time and do that video right. And that's going to be the big thing with this big video, is that I want to do it right. I don't want to rush anything. I don't want to do anything just to get it done. I want to do what I want. If that takes me 2 weeks to do the video, then it takes me 2 weeks to do the video. That's fine. But I want to do it right. Hands down. No arguments. So it might take some time, but I'm going to get that video out. But the NVIDIA Shield video is going to be the first video. Absolutely, hands down. I want to get that pumped out, mainly because I'm curious about it, but also because I've had so many people ask me for it. In fact, I would say off the top of my head, I've probably had 30. I don't know, that's not a lot to you. Especially these big YouTube people, they probably have 30 people a minute asking them for things, but 30 people to me is a lot. So I've had probably 30 plus people email me, message me, private message me, or whatever, asking me about the Shield, its capabilities, what it can handle, its effectiveness, whether I recommend it. I mean, just all these questions about it, and I don't know. I don't have my hands on it. I've never seen one. I've never had one in real life. So I'm going to make that video first. I'm going to get those answers for you guys. And I'm really going to explore and dive into the NVIDIA Shield and on multiple aspects. There's probably going to be a couple videos about it, but I'm kind of excited to get that taken care of. So, again, thank you for watching, guys. Have a good day.